Today, we are finally once and for all settling the debate. Does quantity, pack size, all of that affect Harbingers? So in the previous video and the previous strategy, we ran Harbingers on tier 16s. Now what we're doing, we're going to run on tier 16.5 maps with more currency implicits. So these have all been rolled with more currency. If this affects Harbingers, we should see a very, very noticeable increase in the amount of Ancient Orbs, Chaos Orbs, Exalted Orbs, maybe not Fracturing Orbs, but if we are supposedly getting 70% more currency, that should show up very, very obviously in the smaller currencies. Let's find out and finally put a nail in the argument. Does pack size, quantity, more currency affect Harbingers or not? Oh, 2 fracturing shards. Nice. Ooh, this is, wow, these prefixes are very, very good. All fire with this amulet actually might be worth a little bit. I'm going to take your amulet, sir. This is what peak performance looks like. Not from my computer, but from my build. You're getting motion sick? Sorry, I'll slow down. No, so the pack size doesn't affect hobbies. It doesn't affect hobbies. And that's kind of what we're doing here. We're showing that it doesn't. Can I get my... Ooh. Oh, nice. Whoa. Dudes, I need a new computer. My computer can't handle this. Okay. My poor little computer is like, help, I'm dying. Exotic coinage. No, this is not with Beyond. My computer can only handle so much abuse before it completely shuts down. Its limits are being tested already. Not even a swing, perhaps? Now we're the unlucky ones. When you're doing blight, you got a slideshow, yeah. Oh, nice! An ambush scarab of containment. That's worth 1.2 divines. Oh, divine! At last, hooray. But where's my fracturing shots, game? I don't have any yet. I'm not abiding by social distancing. Who is doing this? I want to know who's doing this. There's a hiding monster. Yeah, no, those lightning spires suck. That's the same person who invented drowning orbs. Whoever invented drowning orbs also invented lightning spires. I still haven't got fracturing shards. Everyone on YouTube was right. I'm a liar. No one said that. But a lot of people are like, man, I'm not getting any fracturing shots. What the heck? But we've gone on a very dry streak. I've done now 15 and I've got 8. You go through dry streaks. You go through wet streaks. Maybe not that choice of words, but you know what I mean. Oh, frick. Oh, yeah, penetration is intense. No, I meant elemental penetration. What are you freaking, you guys? Oh, Valdos. Okay, you see, we've just been saving up all the bad luck for now. This is going to have a Mage Blood card in it. And it's going to be the easiest Mage Blood you've ever seen. Basilica? Barracks Respite. Ew, gross. Yeah, that is the effect that you probably... Nice!
I think I did now about 300 maps of dunes with Harbinger and I didn't see a single mirror shard, so I think it takes most times much longer.
Yeah, much longer. It is a super lucky drop, but it can happen. But think of all the other things you got along the way, right? You probably got a lot of fracturing orbs, a lot of ancient orbs, and most importantly, you probably had so much fun. And that's what gaming's all about. It's having fun. And Path of Exile is such a fun game. Well, I'm Drowning Orb. You know what? I hate Drowning Orbs. Drowning Orbs are very annoying. And Path of Exile is such a fun game. This message is sponsored by Grinding Geek Games. Oh, more? Another Valdos? I don't want that. Ew. Another... What do we even get? Gross. I don't... Ooh! Foil Amanamu's Gaze? Is that valuable? I was once in school, and there were 3 kids in my class who had the same birthday. It was crazy, dude. They were also all brother and sister. That was the craziest part. That slaps. Yeah, man. Of course you can. Got him. Oh, there we go. 2 more. Come on, we gotta get something good, man. Look how juicy this is. The price will fluctuate. It'll... Oh, there we go. Oh, double. The jumping double. I told you. Tower is a lucky map. After a mega dry streak, we finally got a good one. 10 shards. Hell yeah. More fraction. Wow, you see, we went through a dry streak, but now we're going through a wet streak. Dude, I love going through wet streaks. Oh, Horn Scarab Awakening. Wow. Nice. Ah! 852? Would this be like over 1,000? Yeah, this would be like 1,000 energy. Holy shit. Dude, this lady's just got like an 8 divine chest on her. All right, I'll take that. Thanks, lady. Yeah, so this is like a with quality. This is 1,000 ES with like 90 res. That is apparently worth about 8 divines. Hell yeah. All right, so that chest that we found on the mercenary, we spent 1.5 divines, 6 it, and we are selling it for 7. So 5.5 div profit. Check your mercs, everyone. Thank you. Check your mercs. Wait, what the f***? The pinned message? There's been a pinned message for 2 hours saying, how much would you guys pay for pics of Lolcohol's feet? That's been in the stream for 2 hours and I just noticed. Why did no one say anything? Misbehaving mods. Yeah, there was a freaking pinned message for 2 hours asking for a price check on Lolcohol feet pics. What the frick? Oh my goodness, is that why everyone kept asking about the price of feet? I didn't notice. No. Final map. I decided to run 40 instead of 30, just so that it was even with the other one. And we will see after this map. Did it have any effect? Did running T16.5s, all with modifiers like 100% more currency, did that affect the results of how many things we got from our Harbingers? Did like pack size affect it? Quantity? We're about to find out. Moment of truth. So in our previous attempt, we did this on tier 16s and we ended up with, let's just check our stash. So this is from the previous video. We got 132 annuls, 132 ancients. We got 3.5 fracturing orbs, 18x, 717. Let's just write that down as a frame of reference so that we can answer the question once and for all. Does pack size, more currency, quant, does it affect it or not? No. In fact, we got less. We got fewer exalted orbs. We got fewer annuls. We got fewer ancient orbs. We got fewer fracturing orbs. If this isn't definitive, I know it's only 40 versus 40, but if the currency mod was affecting how many orbs and things and shards are dropping from Harbingers, it would be blatantly obvious with like ancient orbs, exalts, chaos, and annuls. But clearly, this does not. But we can still see how much currency we made from this strategy, even when we got unlucky, like so many people in the comments who are like, I only got 1 fracturing orb in 700 maps. We can see, did we still make profit? So I'm going to calculate this all up. We got a whole lot of fragments and scarabs and some maps. We can add this up, but I'll also separately add up all the currency that we got just from the Harbingers to see if we made profit from that alone. We could actually sell these for a bit cheaper, but I'm going with like the worst case scenario. Let's just say like you spam sell your stuff at not very good price. So from our currency alone, we got 22.4. So this is the reason I am very suspicious of people who come into the comments and tell me they have run 80 maps and they have lost currency. I don't think you are telling the truth. Either you're lying about how many maps you run or you're lying about what you got. Because the thing is, even if like this is way less lucky than the first set that I ran, this is not where most of the currency is coming from. It's a little bit less than half. But even if we take this out, like the 22.4 minus 9.6, that is still 12.8 divines, which more than covers the cost of this, which was about 10.80. Ignoring the fracturing orbs, you should still be profiting, and that's not even counting in the maps you're finding and also all the scarabs you're finding, which we can also price check. We got about 4.7 divs from our scarab tabs. We've got ambush scarab of containment. This was a lucky drop. One Scarab of Awakening, all of these. We could probably sell this all quite quickly for about 4 divs. I'll just say, to be super nice, Scarabs is about, let's say, 3.5 divs. So total that we made was 18.1D. So you're making approximately half a diviner profit per map, even if you're getting unlucky and not getting like tons of fracturing orbs. So Harbingers are still very good. Make sure that if you are doing this strategy, you're actually looking at the currency you're getting, not just hyper focusing on these fracturing shards that sell for a lot. All this other stuff does add up as well. The Harbinger Scarabs are cheaper than ever, and this strat still great. I stand by it. And the final conclusion is, does pack size, more currency on T16.5s, quantity, rarity, does that make a difference? No, it does not, as you can see right here. So hopefully that puts an end to that conversation. Anyway, that's going to be it. Catch you later. Stay safe. Bye-bye.